do bring you greetings at this time from the Alabama District Council, wherein the Honorable Bishop George Austin is the pastor. Just talking a little bit about the start of the church. We only had about 8 members in 1958, and we gathered together in the home of Sister Juliet Stevens. We had some wonderful times with church in the living room of Sister Stevens. We had a lot of things to talk about, a number of things we like to memorize. We had some challenges. The Lord blessed us with 1957 yellow and white Ford Fairlane 500 Ford, which eventually became the taxi of the church. Pastor driving across town, picking up saints, taking them back home after church. We had a lot of things to remember during those early days of the church. We only had about 8 members, and we transported them in the car the Lord blessed us with. We were blessed to get the church start on time and dismissed, taking all the saints that we brought to church, taking them back home. So our little Fairlane 500 Ford eventually became the taxi of the church. And there was some very good things and some, I guess, dangerous things, because in addition to having the front seat and the back seat jam-packed with saints, we also did something now that we think will be been against the law. That is, after filling the seats to capacity, where we packed children in the trunk of the car, having his seat let up for them to sit down, to take them to and from church. We had some scary things happen along the way in many cases. For one member once, we had a big church window right behind the pulpit, between the pulpit and the membership. I remember very vividly, one night we were having church singing and singing and singing, and I was standing behind the pulpit. All of a sudden, someone passing through the courtyard of the church threw a big brick right through the back window. And since I was there facing the church, we had a little humorous thing, because I seem to have been the very first one to duck right behind the pulpit, between the pulpit and the window through which the brick was thrown. We had some challenging experiences during the start of this church, and in the front room or living room, one of our faithful members, in the person of Sister Juliet Stevens. It was a challenging experience. I had fun, had church, and using a family car as a taxi, taking people to and from church. And there were some good days. We look forward to every fourth Sunday as a fellowship. We get together and singing and praising and testifying after picking up people, saints of God. Usually, in addition to being every Sunday, we pick them up. We had a special occasion for the fourth Sunday, with the fourth Sunday fellowship. We come together, and we had a glorious time in the Lord every fourth Sunday. That's when we make extra trips picking up saints of God, bringing them to the church, and then taking them home after. And that's something that was kind of discouraging. In fact, those times, many of the saints did not have cars. So the pastor's car was used as a taxi. And one discouraging thing was, in fact, when we go and pick up a load of things on the way to church, take them to church, drop them off, then go back across town, pick up another load, take them to church. And one thing that was kind of discouraging, when we take a load of saints to the church, drop them off, then go back across town to pick up some people that we didn't have room enough the first time. And the sad thing is that we go with the car, stop in front of the car, church, in front of the house, rather, drop them off, blow, and they stick their head out the door and say, "We ain't going tonight." It was kind of discouraging to go make that special trip. It would have been too bad if they had phone they could call and tell that we're not going, but after making that special trip to the front door, blowing, and they stick their head out the door and say, "We ain't going today." Kind of sad. It was a blessed thing. So, but we made it through. Everybody had to have a time, and we just thank the Lord for having a car suitable enough to take saints to church, then take them back home after church. It was a glorious time.